Greetings, and today I have a different kind of video. So this is not the usual Final Fantasy 12 music Final Fantasy 12 playthrough that I usually post. Thought I'd try something a little bit different. So while I was at work today, I went and looked a bit on the Reddit site, and I noticed that somebody made a Radiata Stories characters tier list maker. And honestly, like, Radiata Stories is one of the very first games I played when I moved here to Canada. So honestly, this game has some sentimental value to me. I honestly consider it my favorite PlayStation 2 game of all time. Heck, it's one of my favorite video games of all time. Like, honestly, like, if any of you actually even come across this video, like, you know, props to you guys. Like, you guys know this game. The fact that you guys know this game is actually very, like, it's very touching, like, knowing that I'm not the only one that knows about this game, because I know for sure that none of my friends here in Canada know that this game even exists. Now, of course, the tough part is a game like Radiata Stories often gets overshadowed by, you know, the series like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, more Final Fantasy, but that's just because, like, those are just two very great franchises. I love those franchises as well, but honestly, Radiata Stories is just one of those, like, very underappreciated and underrated games. I would call this a hidden gem for sure, because it's a really good game. And honestly, who knows, I might even consider doing a playthrough of it in the near future, you know, if you guys do come across this video and you guys do end up liking it. So what I did is I didn't make this, but yeah, I'll leave a link if you guys want to, you know, share, you guys want to make your own tiers and then show me, like, share it with me, of course. That'd be pretty great. So we got a lot of characters here, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember them all. So I thought I'd make this in sort of two parts. One will be sort of the Radiata Stories playthrough, and one will be the post. So you probably won't see every character here ranked, just because chances are I'm not gonna remember them. So we are actually just gonna go ahead and get started. By the way, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to leave it a like, and of course feel free to comment on any, you know, agreements or disagreements you guys might have with me. Again, my experience with the game might be different in terms of you guys, maybe depending on your favorite characters, your favorite, you know, path, because this is sort of what hooked me on to, like, you know, multiple endings kind of thing. Because I don't think this game was the very first to do multiple endings, but it was the first game I've played that did multiple endings. You know, as much as I love games like The Witcher 3, this game obviously did the multiple endings first. Before Witcher 3, I should say. I don't know about other games before that. But yeah, let's actually just go ahead and get into this character tier list. Like I said, not every character I will be able to put on, just because I'm not going to be able to remember it off the bat. I am trying to memorize this off the top of my head. So I'm going to be surprised if I even get, like, maybe 10 characters, 20 characters, because the last time I played Radiata Stories was, like, what, 2006 or 7, I think? That was, like, you know, and then PS3 came out, like, 2008 or 9, and then I just started playing it. And yeah, let's get started. So I can already notice that this is in alphabetical order, because I know this is Jack's sister Adele. This is Aldo. This is, I believe it's Alvin. This is Anastasia. That's Aphelion. So this is all in order. So I don't know if we're gonna go in order. And the way I'm gonna rank this, by the way, guys, is I'm going to rank it based on sort of their impact on the story, and there's obviously gonna be some bias as to why I think of them as characters in terms of their power in battle. I noticed that some of them aren't even gonna be, like, ranked based on their power, because I don't think I've ever used this guy, and I think he's the Coliseum, like, sort of manager, whatever you call that. He definitely not a recruitable character. Most of the dwarves here actually aren't recruitable characters either. Yeah, so, and this guy is definitely not recruitable. I remember him. He is Lezard Varus. I believe the Varus Institution was named after him. So I can already retain this. That's just how much I played Radiata Stories when I was younger. Like, I can retain so much information, even though I haven't played it in literally for over a decade. But we may revisit it if you guys, you know, like this video. And that'd be pretty great. So let's get started, actually. Right off the bat, like, their faces aren't shown, so I can't recognize them by their face. I have to try and recognize them sort of by the outfit they wear, because they're pretty much the same. I don't remember who this is. Like, at first I thought that was Rocky, but I think Rocky had a bit more sort of, he had clothing that sort of revealed his torso, so I don't think that's him. I don't remember his name, though. Oh, this is Achilles. This is the priest's assistant. Okay, so Achilles, not gonna lie, pretty badass. Like, I always thought he was a cool guy. I'm actually gonna put him in the B tier. And, like, I think he's, like, around level 20, late 20s or something when you first recruit him. He doesn't have an overdrive, though, so, you know, I guess that's kind of why I'm putting him in sort of the B tier. But in terms of, like, character and sort of his personality, I found him so badass, so he's gonna be B tier for sure. Adele, she was always that good older sister to Jack. She's not a playable character. Like, you can't recruit. I don't know if you can recruit her. I can't remember. That part I can't remember. But I'm actually going to put her in the B tier. Again, her impact in the story to sort of like be that sort of rock for Jack, because Jack was always that very ambitious little boy who wanted to be a knight despite all the risks. So Adele sort of put him in place. She's like in trying to make sure he protects his father's honor, because his father was also a knight. And yeah, she's there to support him. So I'll also put her in the B tier. And the reason why it's not higher is because obviously she's not a playable character. So I also have to put that into account. Next, we have Adina. I believe this is one of the twin sisters that sort of works onto Anastasia. I never really got to use her much. And I believe Elena was the more arrogant one of the two. So I think Adina actually is she's not as prevalent as her twin sister. So I'm actually gonna put her in the D rank because I don't remember much of her. I'm also basing this off, like, if I don't remember you, chances I'm gonna put you in the F tier, but most likely I'm not gonna put you in at all, because like I said, we might make a post playthrough and then my opinions might change. So, you know, be sure to sort of refer back to this video in the future if you guys do come across it. Next, we have Aesop. He is one of the 3 goblins during that very infamous eggplant. I think he was the one that said the eggplant. So I'm actually gonna put him in the either A or B. I would put him B tier because, you know, unless you chose the non-human path, you're not really gonna see him at all. But just because I believe he's the one that said the eggplant, he's gotta go B tier. That's just so infamous. I believe this is Aiden. I don't remember what purpose he has in the storyline, so I'm actually gonna leave him out. I don't remember what he did. I don't remember his role. I don't remember if he even had any role, so I don't want to put him in the F tier just because, you know, just in case, you know, I may have missed some good sort of information. I don't know who this is. I really don't know who this is. I don't remember. I'm trying to think of a name that starts with an A. I know it's A because this is Aldo, this is Alicia, this is Anastasia. His name starts with an A. I just don't remember what it is, so I'm gonna leave it. He looks familiar. I just don't remember why. That outfit looks familiar, and I know it's not Thanos. I know it's not the guy at the front desk. This guy is someone else. I think he may be a bandit, like part of the bandit community, but I can't remember his name. I also don't remember his name. I don't remember a dwarf's name that started with the letter A, so I'm going to leave him out as well. This is Aldo. Aldo and Gareth, I believe, are Caesar's sort of underlings in a sense. Like, they're sort of members of Caesar's brigade. I didn't get to use him much. He's not too powerful. Like, I think you get him at like level 16 or something. So I'm gonna put him at like C tier. At least I remember something about him, unlike Adina. That's why Adina's on the D tier. So, but Aldo's alright. Next, we got Alicia. She doesn't play too much of a role in the story, but you do see her as an enemy if you are on the non-human path, so you do see her as well. I think I put her like right here, like above the C but below the B, you know? Like, if there's a C+, I'd put her in it. So, next we have Alvin, very upstart young man. He was one of the ones being trained by Achilles, so I'd probably put him on the D tier because, you know, apart from that, not much. Actually, if that's my analogy, I should put Aldo in the D tier then also. Yeah, because like when I'm really thinking about their impacts, they're almost all really the same. Like, he's really the underling of Achilles. So next we got Anastasia. Anastasia's interesting because she has an overdrive, but I never I think she has the funniest overdrive ever. She's the one that opens her mouth and literally yells. So I think I'm gonna put her in the C tier, but I'm gonna put her above Anastasia. Actually, I might put her below Alicia. I'll put her above. Yes, the way I place them is also kind of important. That's why you can change their position. So I'm gonna sort of make that a rule for myself. Next is Aphelion. Aphelion played such... Now, is Lucian in here? I remember his human form. If Lucian is in here, then I'm probably gonna put him higher. So this is Lezard. So that's an L. I believe this... No, that's not Lucian, is it? That could be Lucian. No, this is Lucian. Okay, so... Okay, if we're basing it off of that, then Aphelion has to be on the A tier then. Because when I think about Aphelion versus Lucian, Aphelion's name was mentioned many times throughout the story, but you don't actually see him until the very final battle. Whereas Lucian here, I'm going to just put him out of the way. Lucian, actually, I'm going to put him in the sort of the A tier, like above Aphelion, of course, because you see more Lucian than you do Aphelion. So, next, this guy is Adolf. I believe he's the one that begins the plague quest. I know you enter like an Algendar's castle, and I believe he may be the one that started it. So I'm actually gonna put him above these guys. The only reason why is because he's not playable, so that's why I wouldn't put him above the C tier. I remember this guy, but I never used him at all, so it's gonna be F tier. I don't remember him like serving that much of a purpose in the story, so it's kind of tough. Next we have Bod, the legendary Earth Dragon and protector of the dwarves. I'm gonna put him. He doesn't play. The thing is, he doesn't play too much of a role in the story, so I'm actually gonna put him in the B tier. Like, you only ever see Bod twice. You see him once when he's fighting Deines and Cross, and you see him again when you fight him in the post-dungeon. So I'm going to put him in the B tier. I remember this goblin, but I don't remember his name, so I'm not going to put him off. I'm not going to put him on here. I believe she is the princess that you actually try to protect during a quest, and she gets captured by bandits. So I'm actually going to put her in the low D tier, just because other than that, she served no purpose on this storyline, like at all. Like, you never see her again after. At least not important. We have this black goblin, but I can't remember who he is. This guy looks familiar, but I don't remember it. This guy also looks familiar. I think he is one of the 3 goblins with Aesop. Heck, Aesop's the only one I remember just because of the eggplant. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna remember the other's name. So I'm gonna leave him out of it. This guy, I think I don't remember his name, but he's one of the very few who actually was in the side, I think, of like see, the fact that I can't remember, I think I'm gonna leave him out of it too. This guy looks familiar, but I can't remember why. Like, the armor looks familiar, but I can't put a face on it. So unless I can put a face on it, I can't remember. So I'm gonna leave him out of it too. He also looks familiar, but I can't remember why, like I said, so I'm gonna leave him out of it. This is Caesar. This is Aldo's sort of leader. Apart from the initiation of being like part of Jack's initiation, I'm gonna put him on C tier, honestly. Next we have the legendary knight Cairn Russell. So Cairn Russell, I love this guy, honestly. He's very badass in the intro, and of course he serves as the inspiration for Jack to become a knight. So with all that being said, I'm actually gonna put him in the A tier, actually above Aphelion but below Lucian, because he actually makes more appearances than Aphelion, and I think he has a more direct impact. Well, I won't say direct, but a more impact on Jack's life, as opposed to, like, you know, Aphelion, even though Aphelion freaking tries to end the world or whatever. And you also get to see him in battle. So you do get to meet him in battle. It's kind of unfortunate he didn't have an overdrive, but I feel like if he did, it might have been too OP. At first, I thought this was Gareth, but it's not, because I think this is Bastion. No. Wait, is there even Bastion in the game? I'm thinking of Sebastian. Never mind. I don't think he's here then, so I'm gonna leave him, actually. I'm gonna leave him. Because I don't remember. Maybe I'll remember when we, you know, when we get later on. Like, again, like, probably won't remember anything until, like, probably after the storyline. So I'm gonna leave him out of it for now. I'm just gonna change some music and I'm gonna, you know, keep going. There we go. Okay, I don't remember this garb. I'm pretty sure this is from sort of the priest guild, but I can't remember who it is, so I'm gonna leave him out of it. This is, oh, what's the name of the wind dragon? What is the name of the wind dragon? Seyfid. This is Seyfid the Wind Dragon. Now, Seyfid the Wind Dragon actually doesn't serve, like, he serves as much of a storyline. Like, his impact in the storyline is actually less than Bod, just because Bod's storyline actually sort of impacted the fate of the dwarves, whereas Seyfid was just like, oh, I'm in a freaking, you know, floating islands, come fight me. You know, not much. I mean, if he was protecting the Elven City, then I think he'd be more of an impact. So I'm gonna put him actually below Aesop. I gotta put him below the eggplant. Like, come on. The eggplant's just far more valuable. Like, come on. We gotta go with the eggplant. You know what I mean? Let's try to make the music just a tad bit louder. And then I'll go down in the volume. And then we're good. Yeah, this should be fine, I think. Alright. Where were we? We were here. I think this is Charlie. He's pretty girly, like he's pretty much a girl, but he doesn't serve too much in the storyline, so I'm actually gonna put him like right here. Like, he's good comedic relief, but you know, he's not really a good playable character. I think he can be recruited, so I'm putting him below Clive below Alvin and above the princess. I can't put a face with this, so I don't know who this is. I remember her very vividly, but I can't remember why, so I'm gonna leave her out of it too. I don't know who this at all. I don't remember that. I remember this, but I don't know who it is. Oh, this is Clarence. This is a dark elf. I think he's the most powerful dark elf that you can recruit in the game, actually. So I'm actually gonna put him on the C tier. just above, just because he is a leader of, like, he's sort of the most powerful character from a race that you can collect, or that you can recruit, I should say. Don't mean to make them sound like items. So I'm gonna put him here. We got Clive, man. I love Clive. He was like the beginning of the comedic relief in this game. I'm gonna put some respect on his name. I'm gonna put him in the B tier, below Safe It, of course. But Clive does first recruitable character you can obtain, and yeah, so it's just because he's weak. That's why he's like on the low B tier. But honestly, B tier. I like his story. I don't remember who this is, so I'm gonna leave him out of it for now. Next we have Conrad. Conrad doesn't do much. I think he gives us money and that's about it. Am I feeling greedy? Maybe I am. I'll put him on the low C tier. Or high D tier, actually. Because other than that, he does nothing. So, I don't remember who she is. This? Oh, I don't... That post looks very familiar, but I can't put a name on it. So, I can't really say anything, but I remember that pose very well. I just can't put a name on it. Alright. Here's an interesting thing about Cross. I love Cross. I'm not gonna lie. I love him as a character. Whenever I play D&D with my friends, my main enemy is always called Cross. So this is purely out of bias. I am putting Cross in the S tier. I have a big bias towards Cross. He was such a cool character. I know he's very cocky and arrogant, but like his poses, I love this overdrive. In terms of like animation, he was my favorite overdrive. The Celestial Lion, I believe it was called. I loved it. So I'm gonna put him there. We have a lot of characters to go through still, guys. So, you know, my apologies if this video might take a while, but hey, why not, right? We got Daniel. Daniel's the animal lover. Clearly, he's vegetarian or vegan. I'm gonna put him in the high C tier just because he's... No, I'm gonna put him below. I should put him above Clive. Either above or below Clive. I think above Clive just because he served more of a storyline, but he's not too powerful. Again, I'm showing... There's some bias here for sure because this is my freaking criteria list, guys. Like, come on. Like, eggplant guy's gotta be really high up, right? Like, it takes a really infamous or famous moment from the game to, you know, to beat eggplant. Come on. This one's for sentimental value. This one because I found him, he was badass. Actually, I might put him here. Yeah, I'll put him here, actually. He can't beat eggplant. Come on. Next, we have Curtis. Curtis is the leader of the Verith Institute. As powerful as he is, he didn't serve too much in the storyline. So I'm actually gonna put him here. Probably below Clive and anything, but definitely in the B tier for sure. This is the cook. I can't remember who he is. I can't remember the Black Goblin as well. I don't remember who... I'm going to try and breeze through the ones I don't remember, just because it's not going to matter. Oh, there was a guy that loved plants. That's right. But I can't also remember his name, so I'm going to leave it. I don't remember him. I don't remember this mage. I recognize the guard, but I don't remember who he is. I don't recognize the goblin. This is the dwarf that like helped us. He was our very first dwarf mission, the very first mission of the Rose Cochon Brigade actually. So I actually gotta put him high up, probably I gotta put him above Eggplant, but below Adele of course. But he's gonna be above Eggplant just cause you know he brought out a few feels from me, which is not easy to do. So I'm gonna put him there. This guy looks very familiar, but I can't remember why, so I'm gonna leave him. We got General Deines. I gotta put him in the low A tier. He did serve a pretty big storyline if you played for the non-humans, and I love his Hurricane Lion overdrive. Oh, yeah, I don't remember what it's called. Limit Break. No, it's not Limit Break. That's Jack's ability. I don't remember what the ability is called. Is it Overdrive? I don't remember. But I can't remember this person, but I reckon... Oh, this is Dwight. This is Dwight, the Asian face dude. The one that sweats all the time. All right, I gotta put him above Anastasia. Like, he's much cooler than Anastasia, not gonna lie. Even though he doesn't have an overdrive, he's much cooler than Anastasia. I don't remember who he... Actually, no, I think I remember who... Isn't he... No. He's not the... He's not the dragon. I thought he was the dragon in human form. I feel like one of these is the human in dragon form. I just can't remember which one. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember who he is. There was a timid priest. I remember that. I don't remember who he is. I know their names start with E because this is Elena. Elena obviously serves a bigger purpose than her sister in terms of personality. We got to see more of her. So I'm actually going to put her below Anastasia and below Alicia. She did show some emotion though during the game, like some personality. So I was able to make a character out of her. Whereas Adina, not so much. I don't remember who he is. This is Elwyn, or Elwyn. I don't remember how to pronounce her name, but I think she's the one that's disputed whether she's human or whether she's like almost a demigod almost. I mean, that's a pretty cool ass sword, and when your ability is called Radiant Sword, like, you're gonna be pretty badass. She's gonna be above everyone, even Lucian. Like, she's the most powerful human you can... Valkyrie's not a human, okay? But she's the most powerful character you can equip on the or you can recruit on the human side, so she's gonna be up there for sure. Not S tier, because to beat S tier, you really gotta be like beyond. And Cross, in terms of my personal bias, just goes beyond. So I gotta put him S tier. I don't care if he was an asshole. I'm not gonna lie. This guy's that bandit that sort of robs you, I think, like either in the quest with the princess, but you definitely encounter him early on, and then it becomes kind of cool after that. So I'm gonna put him in the like very high D tier. He's only this high up because he gave me money. That's pretty much it, at least from what I remember. I remember him, but I can't remember why, so I'm not gonna put him up. This is the Ethereal Queen. It's the very final boss. We gotta put some respect on the Ethereal Queen, man. Like, she was super hard the first time I took her on. I think it took me like 3 or 4 tries before I finally managed to get to her, so she's gonna be up there. I remember this post, but I can't remember why. I don't remember who she is. I think she was one of the guardians at the Elven City, but again, I don't want to start making assumptions, but that's who I think she is. The hair looks kind of familiar. I don't remember who this is. I thought this was Lucian, but it's not. This is Fernando. He is a pretty badass monk. So I'm actually going to put him in the high C tier, probably above Clarence, just because he's pretty cool, in my opinion. I don't remember who she is. I remember her. She is the partner. Her and Rinka were partners, and I liked her in terms of storyline, but in character, like sort of playable character, she's actually very weak. So I'm gonna put her probably in the low C tier. Actually, a little bit higher. She does have more of a storyline, in my opinion, than Alicia. But I don't think no. She's more than Anastasia and more than Dwight, and more than Caesar, but not more than Clarence, just because I'm also putting power into perspective as well. But her story compared to all of theirs, I think hers is more. I think because it actually serves in the main storyline, versus most of these guys were just quests. So. I don't remember. I remember that garb. I don't remember whose face it is. I don't remember him. I think this is Hap. No, Hap's a light elf. Is Hap a light elf? Yeah, I think Hap's a light. I remember Ridley switched with somebody. I don't think it's him though. I don't remember who she is. This is Gabriel Celesta. I'm gonna put him below the Ethereal Queen and below Cross, to be honest. He did serve some comedic relief. But, you know, in terms of, like, he's not too strong, but he did serve some comedic relief because you were fighting a freaking wrestler who can float and has huge ass underwear. But I have bias for Cross. I'm gonna tell you right now, I have a bias for Cross. Next, we have Galvados, the most powerful blood orc you can recruit. He wasn't too powerful, to be honest. Like, he's very slow. He does have that overdrive though, but honestly his overdrive was also pretty weak. So I'm actually going to put him like low A tier, to be honest, below Deines. Deines is stronger. Next, we have Gans. I got to put Gans in the high. I got to put respect on Gans' name, man. Like, he was your leader. He sort of helped you shape like your future in a sense. And he sort of guided you along the way. And we're going to take a bit of a music break while I try to find a different music, to be honest. Because even the extended version lasts like 10-15 minutes or so. Oh, I like this one. This one's pretty tragic. So we'll go with the tragic one. Why not? So after Gans, I don't remember who she is. I don't remember him. I think this is Gareth. Yeah, this is Gareth. Gareth and Aldo go together, so I gotta put them beside each other. In this particular case, order doesn't matter. Next, we have Sir Gawain. He didn't serve as much of a storyline as his brother did, but he did serve more of a storyline than Elwyn. So that's why I'm putting him up above her. So, even though he's not as strong as her, obviously. I don't remember him. I remember that pose, but I don't remember his name. This is Genius Wysit. Genius Wysit did serve a somewhat big on the storyline, but when it comes to him and fighting, he's not that strong. So I'm actually going to put him in the B tier, probably. I'm going to put him below Eggplant. No, above Eggplant, because he serves as much of a storyline as like Adele and the Dwarf, to be honest. But not as much as Adele or the Dwarf, but, you know. Again, Eggplant, man. I love Eggplant. I don't remember who he is. He might be Gob. No, he's not Gob. No. This is Gob. I think this is Gob. Anyway, this is Gerald. He was a pretty good father figure for Jack, to be honest. So I might actually put him slightly below Adele. Yeah, but he's very powerful too. But he's not that powerful to be put above Adele. Like, his power doesn't match Adele's influence on Jack. even though he does also serve as a bit of a father figure while Jack was in Vancouver. Next, we have Gilda Light Elf. Now, he did serve a very large amount of the storyline, especially if you were in the non-human side. Even on the human side, because you were fighting him alongside Safid, and he died. He died fighting you. So I'm actually gonna put him on the A tier. Like, he had a very direct impact on Jack in terms of like frenemies. Even when he was on the non-human side, Gil still didn't trust him. So that makes me think I should put Adele. Actually, Adele should be above. Actually, Bod should be below. Like, I think Bod should be like, what, here? Maybe? Because when I think about it, Bod didn't really serve that much of a storyline. Even though, like, he has more storyline impactful than Safid. But Achilles is there out of bias, because again, I just find it pretty badass. Okay, who else we got here? I think we were... I know, I haven't gotten down here yet. I think we're still here. I don't remember him. I think he might be the bartender. He might have been the bartender that kicked out Jarvis, so he had a little bit of a comedic effect. So I'm gonna put him actually here in the D tier somewhere. I'm actually gonna put Clive down here. I'll put the bartender below Charlie, and yeah, that's that. This is in my opinion, I found this one of the hardest sort of weak bosses. So he's actually gonna be ranked a little bit high, probably high D tier. I should put probably low C tier. Because I remember you have to, I remember this quest very well, and I had some difficulty fighting it, so I gotta put respect on that. This is Gob. I believe this is Gob, but I can't, like, he was the main trio of Eggplant, him, and there was one other. I think it might have been him. I think it was him. So I remember Gob. And not to mention, he's also a character you can equip, plus he is also an enemy. So with that being said, I will put him, he's literally around the Clive. The reason why he's so high up between after these two is because of Eggplant. Literally, it's just because of Eggplant. Call me crazy if you wish, but this guy, I think this is the one with the junk trap overdrive. But other than that, he didn't serve much of a storyline, so I'm gonna put him like in below B. Like almost, like he's pretty much where Curtis is, really, only not as strong. I don't remember who this is, but this is Jarvis. He had an impact on Jack's story, so he might actually be here. Slightly above Eggplant, but below Genius. Just because I just found Genius is more memorable than Jarvis. Although Jarvis Jarvis's acting the non-human stage actually puts him here. Yeah, because he sort of, he kind of pushes Jack, but then he's like, you know, you fight for your woman, you better stick to it, you know, stuff like that. Non-human, I don't remember him. I remember him slightly, but I don't remember much of him, so I said I wouldn't do it until after I knew who they really were. I remember him, I don't remember why. Same. Oh, I recognize this outfit, but I can't put a face on it. I don't know who this is. I can't put you in yet, my friend. Sorry. I remember you. I think he's the strongest black goblin you can equip, like you can recruit. So I'm gonna put him in like probably high C tier. I do put bias on those who are like, you know, if they're the strongest of the certain race that you know, you can recruit, then I'll definitely put them, you know, slightly above, depending on, you know, yeah. I don't remember him. I don't remember the dwarf. That's why I skipped it. Actually, I think I do. No. I'm not gonna think on it. I remember him, but I can't remember what purpose he served in the story. I don't remember who this is, but I recognize the outfit. It's not Ursula. I think this is a wizard. This, if you don't know who this is, like, come on. He's the main character. He has to be on the S tier. Just because he's the main character, story revolves around him. He is obviously not as strong as these guys until much later on, but I mean, he's the main character. I mean, I can't say much more than that. This, I don't remember who this is, but this is Jasne. This is Ridley's father. He pretty much annoyed me. And it's not because of his face, it's because of his personality. But he did have an impact story-wise, sort of. Like, he did have an impact story-wise, pretty much. So I'm gonna put him slightly below Eggplant. Sorry, but you're not funny. You're not even funnier than Eggplant, man. Despite the fact that you were meant to look funny, you're not funnier than Eggplant. I can't put you above him. I think this is Jill. I think her name is Jill. I just can't remember why. Or I can't remember what her purpose in the storyline was. This is the king. I don't remember much about the king, to be honest. I gotta put him kind of low, to be honest. I might even put him below, like, the Goblin. Just because he didn't serve too much of a storyline. I think he was there at the meeting, but that was about it. Like, the Goblin had put me more into trouble than the king. Actually, I think if you kick the king, you get, like, 20 guards on you. And that'd be a very good way to level up very early in the game, I think. This is JJ. He's the strongest green orc recruit, so I gotta put some respect on his name. Probably around here, just because, like, story-wise, he doesn't serve much. Actually, no, he gives you a quest to actually beat Galvados in a fight. So, yeah, you know, he is exactly where he should be. Next, I don't remember who he is. This is, again, the tournament manager. I mean, I gotta put him slightly above these guys just because he does have an impact on the story, but not as much as, you know, Adolf. The fact that I can remember some of these names is, not gonna lie, pretty surprising. This is Cain. I believe this is Cain. Yeah, this is Cain. This is the strongest in the priesthood that you can equip. So I gotta put him higher than Gerald, but less than Adele. Actually, no, I'm gonna put him higher than Adele just because of how powerful he is. Plus, he's the one that leads you to this one right here. So I gotta put no. Adele's gonna be higher up. I put respect on Adele's name because she is the older sister, and being the oldest, I can relate. I don't remember her name. I think he's the one that fights with the crowbar, but I can't remember. This is Kelvin, the water dragon. He served in Karen Russell's storyline, but other than that, not so much. So I might actually put him below Clive, but above JJ. Just because he served a storyline with Cairn, and you also fight him later on. Obviously, he's not a recruitable character, otherwise that'd be OP as heck. So we're just gonna move on with that. This is Lucian. Yes, this is Lord Larks. This is Larks. He did serve quite a big part of the storyline. I can even say even above Jarvis, especially if you join the human side. Actually, even the non-human side, you still see portions of him in the story. So I'm actually gonna put him here, below Gerald, because he didn't have as direct of an impact on Jack as Gerald did. Not to mention he's not a recruitable character. So, next we have her, but I don't remember who she is. That's not Ursula. I think she is the one trying to sort of fight Ursula and trying to make a... No. I remember... See, I'm starting to get sort of memories of who these people are, but I can't remember why, so I'm just going to leave them out. This is Leonard. He served a little bit on the storyline. Probably not as much... I think a bit more than these guys, though. I should put you above the Goblin, too. You did serve a bit of a storyline. You also show up in both human and non-human sides, but you're not that strong. So, otherwise you'd be higher. Next we have Lezard Varus. He is super powerful. Like, I hate his status abilities, but other than that, he doesn't serve too much of a storyline, but he did. So I might actually put you are super powerful. That's why I don't want to just put all the main, like the post-dungeon bosses up here. But he did serve a big part in sort of why the Wizard Institute is the way it is. So he has a pretty good backstory. So I might put you just below Ellenwyn, but above Lucian. It's tough ranking these when there's so many of them, and the video's already half an hour long, so my apologies, guys. You don't have to watch all of it. I don't remember who she is. Actually, no, I remember the pose. I don't remember who she is, though. I don't remember her. I don't remember him. Don't remember. This is... Is this Lulu? Is that her name? Okay, I'm gonna leave her out of it. Literally baby Anastasia, that's who she is. I think she's Lulu, though. Don't remember. Man, I think this is Hap. No, this isn't Hap. Wow, I think Hap's a light elf. This is Miranda. She is literally right beside Clyde. Where is he? Or not Clyde, Alvin. I get Alvin and Clyde mixed up. Literally, I get it mixed up. Like, my apologies. I am gonna get them mixed up. So my apologies for that one, guys. Who else do we have here? I don't remember him, her. No, this is Natalie. This is Leonard's henchwoman, or this is Leonard's leader, possibly lover. She has an overdrive and you can recruit her, but in terms of story, she's not as impactful. So I would say she is above Leonard. I think she is in the C, but I think she's just below JJ. She is powerful. Like, when you obviously train her up, she gets powerful, and she does serve a purpose in the storyline. But I should have even put her here. But nah, she's just not that powerful. That's the thing. Next we have... Is this Lord... Oh, no. We have her, but I don't remember who she is, though. I mean, I do, but I can't remember why. This is Nocturne. Him and Gerald had some very rough history together. He is very powerful, but he has no overdrive. But in terms of story, he doesn't serve as much of a storyline as Gerald, so he actually goes down here. He's actually below Clyde. But he does have a bit more of a storyline. No, he doesn't. So he's below Calvin too. So, Now we have Lord Nogueira. Lord Nogueira was sort of the trigger to Zane's insanity. So Lord Nogueira is gonna get placed relatively high here, probably above Bod, but below the Clown. Definitely not above Eggplant. Even though I know the fact that he triggers Lord Zane. Other than that though, you don't see much of him because he dies very early in the game. Next we have Nyx, leader of the Bandit Guild. Literally, you barely see him in the game other than recruited. So I'm literally basing this off of his recruitability. And I'm going to put him here. I think you see Curtis even more than Nyx. That's why I'm putting him below Curtis. So, yeah. Next, I don't remember this dwarf. This is Parsec, the fire dragon. So Parsec does actually serve, out of all the dragons, he has the biggest storyline. So I'm literally gonna put him above Bod, but below Nogueira. Actually, no, above Nogueira too, but not above Eggplant because Eggplant's Eggplant. But honestly, I love his funny money, so I gotta put him above Eggplant. Like, come on. Next, who's this? Wait. He reminds me, oh, he's the prison guard. I remember him. Okay, he's the prison guard. He didn't serve too much of a storyline, but he is above Adina, yeah. But he's not powerful at all. He's actually very weak. I fought him, so. This is not Star. I don't remember who he is. I don't remember him either. I don't remember him. I don't remember him. Don't remember him. This is Quasar. Yeah, this is Quasar, the golden dragon. I don't think you get to fight No, I think if you're in the non-humans, I think you get to fight Quasar, but I can't remember. Quasar didn't really serve too much in the storyline, so I'm gonna put him in the low B tier, but I gotta respect his ultimate power, which is why I gotta put him in the B tier. Next, we got Radian. Radian was hella annoying to fight, and I mean hella annoying to fight, so I gotta put some respect on his power, so he's gotta be there. Plus, he claims to be sort of the god of all life anyway in the game. So I gotta put him some respect on his name. But in terms of storyline, not so much. Actually, I could put him on the A tier below Gil. Actually, I might put him in the A tier below below Gil. Because while he is powerful, super powerful, he doesn't have as much of an impact as Gil did in the storyline, really. I don't remember about the owl. Ridley is super important in Jack's storyline. And I believe, but you don't get to use her in the fight against the Ethereal Queen. But her storyline with Jack, she's literally the secondary protagonist in the story. I gotta put her right beside Jack, where they belong. They're lovers, you know. I don't remember him, her. I remember this. Is this Ursula? No, this is not Ursula. I don't remember her then. This is Rocky. I believe you see him training alone, like near a waterfall or something. But other than that, you don't see much of him. But he does have an overdrive though. So I gotta put him above Caesar, but below her because she has more of a storyline than Rocky. But Rocky has an overdrive. That actually... No. Put him here. I don't know how long this video might actually go on for like almost an hour or something. I'll try not to make it above an hour, but you know, we'll see. I don't remember him, her. I remember him, but I don't remember why. This is Rinka. She literally goes right beside her partner, but she is not that high, of course. So literally right beside her. This is Sebastian. I don't remember any of these guys, but she's the one with the rats. So she's here. Actually, she might even be here. The rats fight was more memorable to me than actually, no, it's not. I'll put her here. This is Sebastian. This is Stars. This guy has a pretty decent overdrive, not gonna lie. So I might actually put him like here. He's super powerful. He's kind of powerful. He has an overdrive, but he hasn't served as much of a storyline as these guys did. But he's powerful though. That power, you can't deny a power like that. I gotta put him here. Gotta put him here. Put respect on my Sebastian, man. Gotta put respect on my boy Sebastian. Don't remember her. Don't remember him. This is like the mini Nyx, if anything. But other than just being a character, not much is there about him. So I can rank him, but I'm not gonna rank him that high. Probably above Adina. But literally almost no appearance in the storyline, so. Don't remember him. This is Star. This is Sebastian's. He is here for really good comedic relief. And honestly, he was really funny. So I'm gonna put him above the manager. I don't remember him. Don't remember him. Don't remember him. I remember that guard, but I don't remember who it is. Don't remember him. This is Thanos. I don't know why, but you recruit him after you finish all the quests, and I don't think he's that strong. Like, it's very underwhelming. Like, I'm gonna put him above him because he did have a bit of a storyline, but his power was kind of disappointing. So I don't know. Moving on. Don't remember her. I remember him. I think he used to be a knight, so I actually put some respect on that. So I'm actually gonna put him above him, but below the Colosseum manager, because he is pretty powerful, and I love this backstory of being a former knight. So next, I don't remember her, although that could be Ursula, because this is Valkyrie. Yeah, this is Ursula. She's the one with the golem fight. I remember her. The fact that I remember her pretty well, actually, I have to put some respect on her name because I remember her pretty well. She didn't have as much of a storyline as Leonard did, so I gotta put her below Leonard. But, you know, actually no, I gotta put her above Leonard because of those golem fights. Like, those were some of the longest fights I ever did in the game. So, gotta put some respect on that. Valkyrie, come on, she's super powerful. Like, recruitable character. Not as high in the story, but she is very prevalent in a lot of Star Ocean games. Or Valkyrie profile games. So she's gonna be up there. And the most powerful character you can recruit, obviously. This, I believe, is Walter. I believe this is Walter. He doesn't do much for the story. So I'd say he's like below where Caesar is. Where's Caesar? Isn't Caesar rank C? Yeah, he is. But he is a leader, so I put some respect on that. But he's not that powerful leader. I might actually even put him below Alicia. Yeah, not that powerful. Don't remember. I remember that guard, but I don't remember who it is. Don't remember. Why? I don't remember any of the dwarves. I am so sorry. I think one of these guys is the leader of the dwarves, but you know, unless I put a name beside it, I can't remember it. Don't remember him. Don't remember. She's the one. Oh, she's the tavern lady. Yo, not gonna lie, she's kind of cute. She was kind of cute. I'll put her below Thanos, just because I found her kind of cute. You'll find that I find such weird reasons why to do this. So, you know, it is what it is. Lord Zane, very big part of the storyline, driving force of the war between the humans and non-humans. I gotta put him above Galvados. Actually, even above Zane, but not above Aphelion. Definitely not above. Actually, no, probably even above Aphelion. Yeah, Zane was such a big part of the storyline that, yeah, I gotta put some respect on his name. I love this Shining Rain ability, and yeah, so it's gotta be pretty high up. This is Zeratanius or whatever. I think he was a janitor. I remember enough about him, actually. He didn't serve too much of the storyline, but he is powerful. I actually put him by the knight. I think he might have been the former knight. I can't remember. Okay, the fact that I can't remember him now, I gotta put him back then. And I don't remember the rest. So if you take a look here, guys, I only remember like barely half the characters in the storyline. That's because I haven't played the game in a while. So I know it was a pretty long video. Hopefully you guys stuck around for it. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the description, on the comment section below. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Of course, let me know if you guys want me to sort of do a Radiata Stories playthrough to sort of, you know, go through the characters once again and sort of, you know who they are. So maybe we can revisit this. And I'm probably going to take a screenshot of this and then just go back to it in sort of the post playthrough if you guys want to see me do it. And of course, other than that, of course, subscribe if you guys want to see more gaming content. Right now, I'm working on Final Fantasy 12. If there are enough people watching this and do like sort of this video, then I will definitely do a Radiata Stories playthrough sort of side by side so you guys can enjoy both. And other than that, I'm going to be signing out and I'll catch you guys later.